Well, you know, most universities, I think, the systems, collaboration systems, calendaring systems, email systems have grown up over a period of time. And many campuses, that's become very decentralized. You may have each college operating a different email system and a different calendaring system. After a while, it becomes not only a question of cost effectiveness, but really a question of communication effectiveness. And so what we were looking for was a solution that would allow us to bring all of the colleges, all the departments in the university under a single email system and a centralized calendaring system as well. And we started, like most campuses, it's not a unilateral decision that's made, it's a collective decision across the campus. So we started sitting down and taking a look at all of the various options that were available. I think we had a great opportunity, the timing was right. Looking at Web 2, 2.0 deployments, you're going to hear that a lot. But really looking at some of the collaborative tools that were there, some of the operational things that you can do with Zimbra that, frankly, we found you couldn't do with any of the other current email clients at that time. The other thing we were looking at was moving things more to a web-based, thin client sort of approach. You hear that bannered around a lot, fat client, thin client now, but we were looking more for a thin client that allowed everybody the same level of access, whether they were a Mac or a PC, and then also accessible pretty much anywhere. We're not unlike most universities where we have a very diverse student population, both in terms of location and in terms of age. And so Zimbra very quickly, the selection committee started zeroing in on the various options, and Zimbra very quickly emerged as one of the leaders. We liked the fact that it was scalable. We liked the fact that we could deploy it on a Linux base. We're trying to get away from the more expensive Windows-based servers and Unix-based servers, and we found that Linux fit the bill for that. And again, it was very scalable. The other thing that we liked is working with a company that saw us more as a partner rather than just a client. And here again, there's a different business model that's there. I won't say it's open source, but it's a more of a collaborative situation where we could come to them and say we were looking for these features or we were looking for these types of fixes. And they've been very, very responsive. Of course, this was before they were acquired by Yahoo. Frankly, we were a little concerned that that was going to maybe dilute some of that responsiveness. In fact, it's been just the opposite. They now have more resources to put into the product. And it's been a very good relationship. I think that, you know, when you hear testimonials like this, the tendency always is you go to the big universities, you know, the big land-grant institutions and that, and the tendency is that, well, that's what they're deploying, that's what we should do. You know, the fact is that there's a lot more universities the size of a Western Illinois university than there is Ohio State University or University of Illinois. And if we can do it at Western Illinois University, the chances are your small to mid-sized regional universities can benefit from Zimbra as well. We had started the migration. We said that we were going to start it in, and it was going to take us 12 months. And we figured that was pretty reasonable. It was pretty leisurely. We were anticipating some problems in that. We actually accomplished it in about 9 months. And the most interesting thing about it, and maybe this isn't surprising or shouldn't be so surprising, but the easiest were the students. Because they weren't really invested in any legacy systems out there. The faculty, of course, you know, the last system they had was the greatest thing in the world, and I want to be the last one to change. Well, the fun thing was that once we got the calendaring up and going, well, then nobody wanted to be the last one to switch over because you wanted to be able to take advantage of that calendaring right away. Well, the calendaring, we actually use it not only for people to keep their personal schedules, but we use it to schedule rooms and resources, and we're using that more and more as well. Again, because you have a diverse campus that's spread out over a space, it makes it a lot easier to track when the rooms are available. We're really just starting to get into the mobile access. I think that, you know, 8-9 years ago, the big thing was laptop computing. Well, nobody's talking about laptop computing anymore. It's all about the iPhone or the BlackBerry, the mobile device. And of course, when you start talking about email and calendaring, and when you can combine both of those things onto a single device, well, then you've got something very powerful. We're very pleased with the integration of the iPhone into Zimbra. That's been a big success for us, and of course, that's one of the hottest devices out there. So we've been very pleased with that. there's a lot of Zimlets that have been developed out there. There's some good ideas. Some of them will work on your campus and some of them won't. What we're doing is focus groups right now to develop a short list of Zimlets that we're going to be developing. We've developed some already. One of the things that we had to support, legacy products that we had to support, was a bulletin board. Well, we created a Zimlet for that. We have a number of other legacy pieces that we've created Zimlets for. As far as new functionality, again, we're going to go through focus groups and that, and we'll be developing some Zimlets this year. We also went through focus groups for training. I think once you get people beyond what we call Zimbra 101, you want them to get to Zimbra 400, where they can start to share documents and do some more sophisticated things with it. There's a lot of features that are pretty deep into Zimbra, and again, we're using focus groups to really tease out what those training needs are and provide some special little modules, if you will, discrete tasks that you want to be able to do. So we're doing that as well. One of the things that we do with all of our students when they register at Western Illinois University, before they ever attend, we give them an email account, and that becomes our way of communicating and contacting with them. We also use the calendar, so they're aware of everything from athletic events to, before they come there, we give them, one of the other things that we developed, and we push out a calendar of all their classes to them. So we use that with the students. I think, again, they were the quickest to really get on board. They saw the value of it. I think that you really have to take a close look at Zimbra for a number of reasons. I think, first of all, if you're looking for the future, it's Web 2.0. And you're not going to find many collaboration software, email calendaring systems that are really Web 2.0, Ajax and all of that stuff. We're not going to get into the technical pieces of it. I think you have to take a look at something that's going to provide you some functionality in the future. And then I think the ability to customize it. You really have to take a hard look at this. This is really something more than just an off-the-shelf piece. So I would hardly recommend it. Not that anything's perfect for anybody, but I think you have to take a hard look at it if you're going to be considering a new collaboration software.